look away from the train wreck. You can blame it on the tech or the disrespect. If you play better, button check. Button check.
What is up, Butt Check family? Welcome back to it again. A beautiful day, a glorious day of checking these buttons. Thank you guys for tuning in as always. Sub button right there, help the channel grow, all that good stuff. I appreciate the love. And of course, chapters down below if you guys want to skip around. We're that much closer to Evo Japan this weekend, and we're also that much closer to checking these buttons. So without further ado, ladies and gents, let's go. All right, next up for them, Project L cool ass update, aka 2XKO cool ass update. Anyway, buttons that need to be checked. Okay, so the beautiful people at Project L 2XKO released this just yesterday. FGC seems to be loving it so far, right? They posted this saying, pressures on the game at Riot is that Shyvana talks Illaoi the Kraken Priestess before she hits our new demo at Evo Japan. Apparently, like, people get to play her this weekend. This game's actually looking pretty sick. Anyway, there's this preview that they released. Let's check it out. Let's go.
Life is motion, not peace.
Damn. Kraken whooping that. Kraken whooping the cracky old ass. Oh shit. How are you supposed to block that?
To the depths.
Wow. Man, that's some real animated shit right there. Whoa.
Hey everyone, I'm Caroline, game designer on 2XKO, here to give you an update on the latest addition to our roster.
Come on, Caroline.
A champion who will be available to play for the very first time at this year's Evo Japan, Illaoi, the Kraken Priestess.
Okay.
As the prophet of Nagakeboros, the great Kraken, Illaoi's faith demands that she take control of her own destiny by always moving forward. She wields a golden totem to test the will of her opponents and summon tentacles to fight by her side. In 2XKO, Illaoi is a heavy-hitting juggernaut who overwhelms enemies with pressure as unyielding as her faith. She's all about landing big hits and dealing big damage, then using tentacles to lock her opponent down and combo out of control. Her kit revolves around summoning and activating spear tentacles. First, she can use any of her S2 specials to spawn a tentacle. Then, she can use any of her S1 specials to trigger a tentacle follow-up attack, as long as her opponent is within that tentacle's splash zone. Even if her opponent isn't in range, Illaoi can use certain moves to teleport the nearest tentacle to them.
Wow.
She can also use Prayer of Motion or Prayer in Stagnation to activate tentacles from a distance.
That's gonna be annoying as shit.
While tentacles are an important part of Illaoi's
to
kit,
deal with anyway.
She's not a puppet character. We didn't want it to feel like her tentacles were doing all the fighting for her.
Okay.
Instead, they're like rewards that Illaoi can earn by playing well. It means always staying in motion and taking smart risks to take control of the game. Illaoi can also lose tentacles if her opponent hits them. In which case, Illaoi can still do big damage, but she does lose access to some of her strongest neutral options. This means she'll have to take more risks or use an assist to engage her opponent, which isn't ideal. In development, there was a lot of debate around how tentacles should work. Should they be a true extension of Illaoi? Should they be completely independent of her? Both of these options felt very sink or swim, so we opted for a more balanced route where Illaoi can activate tentacles without making direct contact with an opponent, but that opponent still has counterplay against them. Beyond her tentacles, we wanted Illaoi's kit to capture her incredible size, strength, and momentum, and her supers are no exception. With her S1 super, Crashing Waves, Illaoi picks up her opponent, swings them overhead, and slams them into the ground twice. If she already has a tentacle up, holding S1 will reposition it so that she can stay on the offense after her super ends.
Wow.
Her S2 super, finally, Illaoi's ultimate, Test of Spirit, sends her opponent's soul to the depths, where they'll come face to face with Nagakeboros. We love the idea of Illaoi smacking the spirit out of her opponent and beating it up as an homage to her kid in League. Test of Spirit is a mid-range move with super fast startup, which makes it great for ending combos as a whiff punish
I mean, that
or
does
for
look
hitting
sick
an
as
assist
shit.
that's far away. It's also invincible on startup, making it a powerful reversal. Illaoi's pretty capable on her own, but her powerful assists make her an equally formidable tag partner. Again, Illaoi will be available to play at this year's EVO Japan, along with Echo, Ari, Darius, and Yasuo. If you're attending, try her out with or against your friends and let us know what you think.
Damn.
Otherwise, you can still sign up for at-home playtests happening
So, like,
later
5
this
characters
year.
at
And
EVO
follow us
Japan.
on social for all future Illaoi updates. Thanks for watching and see you next time.
Well, there y'all go, man. 2XKO. FGC is reacting. I'll put just a few of them on the screen. I saw the Justin Wong talking about, nah, this looks sick. I saw Roofamonger basically saying the same thing, right? That she looks sick. I even saw Sajam. Let me see if I can pull that up right here. Sajam was saying, damn, super sick animation. Whoever is playing in this trailer needs to beat me up at EVO Japan so I can get some good footage. And it looks like it just kind of snowballs from there. A lot of people looking forward to the game. I think the animations look really cool. As far as how popular it's gonna be, and of course, obviously, it's team-based. The thing that I like the most is there's real FGC heads created in this game. Like real FGC heads, like that know the culture and know what we like. And they're taking risk at the same time, you know what I'm saying? So I think FGC is gonna welcome this with open arms. Now, what the final result is, the proof is in the pudding. We'll have to wait to see that. And I'm also interested to see what type of money Riot's gonna put behind it, if any. I would imagine something good, but like I said, once again, we'll wait and see. There it is. How y'all feeling? Let me know. All right, next up for that age-old term, right, that we've all heard, you're really not that good and you're just carried by your character. Buttons that need to be checked. Okay, so apparently there was some debate about this. There's a well-known player in the Tekken community by the name of Joey Fury, right? Profile on the screen, link down below. Definitely check him out, right? So he posted this the other day. Matter of fact, I think it was just, when was this? April 21st? Yeah, so just 2 days ago, right? Got some people talking in the FGC. Interesting topic. Let's unpack it right here. So he said, everyone has access to the same options at character select. People cultivate skills that pertain to their chosen character. Consequently, the term carried is nonsensical and its use is directly correlated with the scrub mentality discussed. So basically what he's trying to say is we all have the same options. We all have the same opportunities and yada yada at the character select. So you're the one that dictates who you want to pick. So if you pick somebody and somebody picks somebody else and all of a sudden you're pointing at them saying they're carried, you're like, well, you could have picked them too. You know what I'm saying? There's no excuse when we all have the same free will to pick the same character is basically what he's trying to say, right? If you scroll down here, others are like, if you put a 3-time black belt MMA fighter versus a white belt armed with guns, knives, and poison, the black and poison? Damn, you gave him guns, knives, and some poison? Damn, all right. The black belt might vet lucky and win, but it's less likely, and the white belt is carried by his tools. If the black belt chose those tools as well, it's no longer an MMA fight. Fury responds saying, your analogy fails to describe competitive fighting games in my view. You are imposing your opinion of what the game should be on what the game actually is. You might want the game to be an MMA contest, but it's a gunfight, and what we want doesn't matter. Okay. Others go a little deeper saying, by this logic, wouldn't every game be flawlessly balanced? I feel like the relative strengths are that people complain about they say, or when they say someone is carried, sure, you can pick up that character and try to imitate what they do, but it won't make your last character any better. Joey responds to that saying, no, but it wouldn't be accepting the idea as a competitor. Who gives a fuck about balance? I understand balance matters for various reasons, but it shouldn't matter to someone who is playing to win. And others continuing on saying, I'm pretty sure as a Zav player, I don't have access to the same options as Dragunov, King, Azucena, mechanics. Yes, specific specialties, I can crush mids and have decent Oki. Lily also has the best sidestep in the game, while others have it slower or slightly similar. He responds saying, to clarify, I'm saying you can choose any character you want that you feel gives you the best chance of winning. Not all characters have the same options. Then Jonathan adds right here saying, having the same options isn't the same as the character being equally valuable. If balance is off and there's clear top picks, it stifles competition. Carried should be used when there's a clear imbalance of the power of one pick, and it should be addressed by devs. He responds to that saying, I disagree it necessarily stifles competition. Appraising the tools that the game offers you is a skill. If every single option has equal utility, there are no good and bad choices, thus no way to express this particular skill. Continuing right here, someone says, it's simple. People can't stand losing. People's brain is incapable of acknowledging that someone is better. It needs to escape. It needs an escape mechanism. Otherwise, it'll implode. Even those that say otherwise, deep down at night, under their covers, think the same. It's in the DNA. No escape. He responds saying, yo, this tweet kind of hitting. But then somebody underneath that takes a screenshot. They say, this UG? And they post this picture of Joey, I guess an older tweet, right? Saying, gonna regret this. Of all the BS in this game, Anna is the most brain dead character. I'm not saying she's OP. She has clear flaws, but her design degrades the game insanely. Easy to play, forces absurd 50-50s, carries harder than any other character. There, I said it. But Joey actually responds to that and admits it, saying simply, it is, and it's an embarrassing scrub moment. So he's like, yeah, I said it, but I don't stand by it anymore. And yeah, that was an embarrassing scrub quote on my part. Okay, so let's unpack this real quick. This thread continues on. It goes a lot longer, right? But we'll go ahead and start talking now. So obviously you see his main point saying we all have, and we've seen this before, right? Where people say we all have the same option at the character select screen, so therefore stop complaining. Just play somebody else. We hear that all the time. Just play somebody else. My point of view, this is how I always felt. I think the biggest problem from this, yes, we all go to the character select screen, and yes, we all can pick what we pick. But here's the thing. We fall in love with who we fall in love with. At the end of the day, most of us cannot force ourselves to just, oh, I'm gonna pick Blanca because he's obviously top tier, or I'm gonna pick Ken or Luke or whoever the hell you got in your mind. Whoever the hell happens to be top tier in that game, right? I'm just gonna pick them. No, because guess what? I done fell in love with Guile. Or I done fell in love with Chun-Li. Look at them thighs. You see them thighs, girl? I'm picking them thighs. What I'm trying to say is, especially when I came up in the game, I automatically was drawn with that. It's in us. That's in our DNA. You know what I'm saying? We are drawn to certain play styles, to certain characters. And the more we learn the backstory of those characters, we feel like that's our fucking character, you know what I'm saying? We can relate. You watch anything, Dragon Ball Z, fucking Baki, whatever, in anime, whatever, you usually gravitate to a particular character like, that's my shit. That's my dude right there. Now, once you do that, you start comparing it to everybody else, and then you start complaining because you're like, this fucking sucks. How come you don't get my guy? What about me? What about the Guile mains and yada, 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 right? That's when you see it, because now you just want equality. You're like, how? It sucks because the person I love to play with, the person usually, and this is real shit right here, usually it's like not only do we fall in love with the game, but we can fall in love with the character that makes us love the game. How many of us were waiting for Street Fighter V for our character to drop and be like, fuck, is my character even gonna be here? Even in Street Fighter 6, you know what I'm saying? Some of y'all are still waiting. You're like, and you're waiting for that connection to come back so you can love the game again. It's kind of hard and it feels forced in a way. It could be, not all the time, but some of the times, right? So in saying that, it's not just as easy to be like, oh, well, you're right, I'm just gonna fucking pick DJ or Jury or whoever the hell, because everything inside of you is saying, I don't like the way this character is playing. Like, it don't, the move set, you know, the supers, the ultras, whatever the hell you want to call them, I don't like it. It doesn't speak to me. So yes, we all have the choice to pick what we want to pick, but at the end of the day, if we're not enjoying who the hell we're picking, then what's the fucking point? But then that other side of the argument, you got that heavyset competitor. Just, I want to fucking win. I need to get that W at it by all means. You know what I'm saying? That spirit's in a lot of us. You know what I'm saying? You're like, well, just win. Just win, just adapt. What do I gotta do? Who do I gotta pick? Let's go. So basically, in that sense, does it come down to just casual versus competitors, or is it deeper than that? It was like, no. Why should I have to be considered a competitor or a pro player just to get some equality on my character? But then some will argue, I'm sorry, I promise this will be my last point. Some will argue, no, there's meant to be stronger characters than others. That's always the way the game is gonna be. In a way, unbalanced is balanced. How y'all feeling? Let me know. And that it is, ladies and gents. Definitely let me know how you are feeling. Whoa, that's that one got my blood pressure up. Listen, thank you guys for all the amazing love, man. We will see you soon. Like I said, Evo is right around that corner. There's gonna be so much hype action, man. And I want to thank you guys just for showing all the love, man. So yeah, you already know. It is HT, the most glorious day of the week. So we gotta end it on that HT tip. Let's go.
Let's go by, get down real slick, man. I hope the kids ain't around. It's honey.
All right, and now for that hot cosplay. This one's a little different, right? This one is from somebody by the name of Crystal. Profile on the screen, information down below. Definitely check her out. I saw this just this morning. This shit is fire, man. This shit is amazing. It was posted just a few days ago. She says, a real-life transformation of Gunblade replica, right? And I guess she also goes down to say her brother was the engineer. He was the one that actually created the gun sword. That's dope. You see that? It just transformed. All she had to do was put it down. So she's putting it back. That's slick as shit, right? Side view with the barrels attached, or with the outer. There goes the brother. Then just one more time, thank you guys for the amazing love. We'll see you soon. If not tomorrow, definitely the next day. And as always, I don't know what it is, but I know it's about to get better. Love y'all forever. Peace.
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.
You're not gonna tell anybody, right?
No.
I need some help.
Secrets are very safe with doctors.
Thank you. It's kind of an embarrassing problem.
Tell me more about it.
It's ED.
Well, I know you're kind of cooking up stuff every day, and you seem to be helping a lot of patients out there, and I was wondering if maybe you could help me with a small problem.
That's my job. Like, don't worry about that.
It's definitely erectile. He just confirmed it right here. He said a small problem.
You're not the first one that came to me, and I give you all the right solutions, but for now, you gotta put on the safety glasses first.
Okay.
This is a very dangerous character.
I feel for you, brother. I feel for you, Mike. Usually I would just end the video right there and be fucking stupid, right? But I can't do my boy Mike like that. Obviously, they're talking about the game, all right? I feel bad. I'm sorry, Mike. I know you don't got ED. I know for a fact. I be reading Craigslist. I know what's going on. I see you on them dating apps. I know you ain't. I know. Hey, I've seen your search history. I know you ain't got it, brother. I know. You good. You good to go. I just made it a whole lot worse. Anyway, y'all have a good day.